My house is far too crazy for me to be able to film in today, so I've packed up my stuff and gone out on the road to try to find somewhere quiet so that I can have a chat with you about how I am going to find the time to do NaNoWriMo this year. Obviously, the easiest way to make some extra time will be either to stay up later or to get up earlier in the morning. I already stay up pretty late at night, and I do often write till quite late, so I'll continue to do that. I'm not keen on getting up early at all, and when I say getting up early, I mean that I would be getting up at like 8 o'clock to be able to get up quite a bit earlier than I do already. There is no way that I would be doing any 5 a.m. starts. I'm afraid that just isn't going to happen. I'll feel horrible. I'll be miserable. Hola amigos, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Bennet and I write contemporary romance books and children's picture books. Well, this is probably the most unusual place that I have filmed so far in my YouTube channel's life. I am hidden away in the corner on one of the top floors of our local community centre. I'm hoping that it's going to be quiet enough here because, yeah, my house was just crazy today, and computers everywhere and people chatting away and needing to do things that require noise, so I just wasn't able to film there. But I did want to have a little catch up with you and a little chat about how I am going to manage to do NaNoWriMo this year. For those of you who don't know, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month, and it is a month when lots of authors get together and they attempt to write 50,000 words of usually a new novel in only 30 days during the month of November. Sometimes other people set themselves different challenges during November, but it's supposed to be really great fun. There's a real sense of community, and I've wanted to do it for years, but I suppose I've never had the gumption to do it before. But now that I've got my YouTube channel, I thought it might be fun for people to follow me attempting it for the first time, and that kind of gave me the spur that I needed to sign up. So I am all signed up on the NaNoWriMo website, and I think I will chat to you guys more about that in my next video when I go through my final preparations. But the main thing that has been worrying me is how I am going to have the time to write an entire novel in 30 days. I'm not a particularly fast writer usually, and my writing very much fits around my life, so I've never written anywhere near these number of words in such a short space of time before. So I have got with me, I've got a pad, I've got a pen somewhere, I've got my diary most importantly, and I've got a calculator. I stole one of my kids' calculators. I hope they don't notice or need it while I'm out. Right, so 50,000 words in a month works out as like 1,667 words a day, I believe. Let me just check that. I think that that's generally what people say for Nano. Oh God, I've done something wrong with it. This calculator is way more complicated than I need from a calculator. Like, there we go, look. Why is it doing that? Why is it, oh God, I've pressed something on here, haven't I? Oh my God, oh my God, what have I pressed? Oh, why can't it just be simple? Why? Syntax error? What? Oh my God. Had to stop filming to go and find myself another calculator, but it's really low on power and it's solar powered, so I'm just gonna lay it down here in the sun for a few minutes and then I'm gonna try again. And now there's a huge, great buzzing blue bottle fly around my head. This gets the award for most chaotic vlog ever, but, you know, lots of effort being put in here, trying to keep it all perky and happy. We're going to do this. We're going to work out these calculations now that I have a simple calculator. Right, okay, so let's try this again, shall we? So 50,000 divided by 30 would be, 1,667 words a day. Okay, so that's if I write the same amount of words every day. But we do have, I've remembered to bring my diary here. It's not even a good diary. It's so sad that I'm stuck with this. Right, so we have two university visits for my two eldest sons. So that's 2 days that I definitely won't be able to write. So that's down to 28. We don't have any family birthdays or anything in November, I think. Oh God, imagine if I have missed somebody's birthday and I've just said it like on YouTube. No, we don't have any family birthdays. And I'm lucky enough not to live in a country that celebrates Thanksgiving. So we don't have to take Thanksgiving off either. But I am going to want to take a few days off, or maybe not even like whole days, but so that I know that I don't definitely have to work every day. So what if I said that I was going to take like 5 other days off as well? Yeah, so that would leave me with 23 days. I feel like I'm missing something that I'm supposed to be doing. The only other worry is that if my publishers send me some more edits to do during November, and I'm honestly not sure if they are, but I should probably set aside a few days for those as well, just in case. So I think I should say that I'm going to write 20 days. Okay, so let's see what that is. Why have I got a random? Why am I so bad with calculators? Why? It's not complicated. 50,000 divided by 20 this time. That's 2,500. I could have worked that out in my head. Oh my God, I'm useless. That's 2,500 words a day. That is a lot of words, but I think that that is probably what I should at least attempt to begin with, so that I can get quite a few words under my belt in the first week, because I think that that's when I'm going to be most motivated. So I think it makes sense to just really try and plow through. And then if I can't take as many days off, then I just can't take as many days off. That's fine. Okay, so that's 2,500 words a day. I don't know if that's doable or not. Honestly, I've never written that much before. I really, really haven't. I've maybe had a couple of days where I've written more than 2,000 words in one day, but it doesn't happen very often. I do really want to try a 5,000 word day and potentially a 10,000 word day as well, but start with the 5,000 and see how I go, because I've honestly never written that amount in a single sitting before. I don't know whether it's going to happen or whether it's just going to be a complete disaster, frankly. And the other thing that I wanted to show you today is I picked this up. Book buying ban well and truly over. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. So she's the author of Eat, Pray, Love. And the tagline is Creative Living Beyond Fear. So I've heard really good things about this book from a couple of other YouTubers, and I'm easily influenced, what can I say? So I picked up a copy. On the back it says, readers of all ages and from all walks of life have drawn inspiration from Elizabeth Gilbert's books for years. Now this beloved author digs deep into her own generative process to share her wisdom and unique perspective on creativity. With profound empathy, wit and generosity, she offers potent insights into the mysterious nature of inspiration. Whether we are looking to write a book, make art, find new ways to address challenges in our work, embark on a dream long deferred, or simply infuse our everyday lives with more mindfulness and passion, Big Magic cracks open a world of wonder and joy. So yeah, I think I'm going to start that tonight and get myself all like excited about starting Nano next week and feeling all kind of creative and stuff. So that should be really, really good. So I know how many words now that I need to do in a day, but is there anything that I can kind of get rid of in my life for a little while so that I've got more time to actually do these words. I am planning really well, so I'm hoping that once I actually sit down to write, the words will come quite easily, because I'm going to be very aware of what I actually need to write, and I'm going to be doing little cards, I think, with each scene on it, so that when I sit down I know exactly what scene I'm going to be working on and what happens in it, so that should help. But I think some things need to go. Now, the first suggestion that I have is the housework. I think that can definitely go for a month. Honestly though, I do have 5 other people in my house, and they are more than capable of doing a lot of the housework. So they do help out an awful lot, and they will be helping out even more, I imagine, over the next month. So that would be really good. Cooking is something which I really love. It's my way of relaxing in the evening. I love feeding my family. So that isn't really something that I'm wanting to have to give up for NaNoWriMo. If I am getting behind, then that's fine. You know, I'll just get somebody else to cook. One of my sons is a particularly good cook, and he normally cooks at least one night a week anyway, and I'm sure he would be happy to do more than that. Something which could possibly go is my sewing group on a Thursday mornings. It ends up probably taking about 3 hours in total, which is quite a large chunk of the day. Basically, I'll kind of see how I'm going after the first week or so. If I am getting behind, then I will have to miss sewing group for a couple of weeks, which will be a shame, but it's not the end of the world. Another thing which could go is our date nights that we have once a week, but again, I don't really want to have to give those up. I really look forward to those every week, so hopefully I will be able to keep those up, and that could be like my nice reward once a week, is to have a lovely dinner with my husband. We also tend to go out to the supermarket once a week. We drive to a supermarket which is quite away from us, and we'll tend to kind of go for like a coffee and maybe go around some of the other shops and do a few errands. So that's probably something that could go if time constraints are on. I could do an online delivery and save a little bit of time that way, but sometimes we do need to go and get the errands done in town, because we live in a very small little town. There are lots of things that we can't do, like for example, we don't have a parcel drop-off service, so if we need to return something that isn't via Royal Mail, we have to drive quite a way to get to the drop-off point for that. So it kind of depends what we need on a week-to-week basis. And we do often try to fit the supermarket shop into other things as well, like I said. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. I have already explained to friends and family that I will not be available for fun and frolics for the month of November. But what's really nice is it'll be lovely to see everybody in December, and everybody will be getting excited about Christmas then, so we'll be able to do lots of Christmas meetups and stuff. That's another thing that I'm a bit worried about, is that usually we do a lot of our Christmas planning in November, so that it's not being left until the last minute and possibly things are out of stock. So I will need to spend a little bit of time on that probably. But my husband is really great at sorting out the boys' presents in particular. So hopefully he'll be able to do a fair amount of that. So yeah, I think that's about everything that's that I can come up with that could possibly go. I do feel really bad because somebody got in touch with me a couple of days ago asking me if I could beta read their book over the next few weeks, and I did really want to, but I had to say no because I just can't take on extra stuff like that. You know, there's no way that I can spend a couple of days like reading through a book for somebody in the middle of all this craziness. So yeah, but what will be lovely is I'm going to be so proud of myself at the end of it, because even if I don't manage the 50,000 words, I reckon I'll at least have done quite a bit more than I would have done without it. And then, you know, it'll be the beginning of December, and I absolutely love Christmas. I love all the Christmassy things, so that would be a fantastic reward for doing Nano. Right, well, I have actually got some edits to be getting back home to. I've got, well, it's like the proofread that I need to go through that my editor sent me. There are a couple of little changes that I need to do, but basically it's just reading through it all carefully and checking that everything is absolutely perfect. So I better get back and do that. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I really hope that all of your planning for Nano is coming along really well and that you're getting excited and yeah, that all your plans are coming together. I would love to hear about them if you want to tell me what you're up to in the comments below, and make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one.